I'll be honest with you, the past two episodes have been mainly about retro games, and I know that compared to the 2000s and 2010s, the early years were just a small copper mine. Well, I'm gonna fix that, and today I'll be going a little more modern. And by modern, I mean recent. And by recent, I mean 2 weeks ago. So, history time! In 2012, game developer Dong Nguyen create a character for a cancelled platform game called, I don't know. About a year later, he used that character again for another game. It took 2 to 3 days to develop and launched on May 23, 2013 to lukewarm reception. And by that I mean no one cared about it. However, the game suddenly spiked in popularity last January and a series of unfortunate but hilarious events happened afterwards. This game was Flappy Bird, and it caused
controversy.
So, how could a harmless game like Flappy Bird cause such a ruckus? Well, it's not about the game's content, per se. It's a long story. The game is one of those endless games, kinda like Temple Run, but a lot simpler. Basically, well, very basically, you tap on the screen to flap the guy's wings through a never-ending chain of vaguely familiar-looking pipes until he abruptly dies, and, well, that's it. No upgrades, no levels, no extra settings, just keep on flapping. Obviously, reviews of the game were mediocre, but that didn't stop the millions of consumers from gobbling it up, and at first, things were going pretty well for Dong Nugget. Then, like any self-respecting video game developer, he screwed it all up. Being a very shallow game, Flappy Bird is free. So, how does a guy like Ding Dong Nougat make money off of a free game like this? Well, we wouldn't have known, or cared, if the idiot didn't open his big fat mouth and shout to the world, "I make $50,000 a day from the crappy ads displayed in the game!" And now we get into the controversy. Free games getting money from ads is nothing new. Practically every free game on the app market does this. But remember, this game was released on May 23rd of last year. And by doing some math, that means the game has been out for 258 days, give or take a day or two. Multiply that by 50,000 and the rough estimate we get is that this game made 12.9 million US dollars. Damn, that's quite a bit of moolah. And when people realized this, they freaking flipped out. Nitrogen was heavily criticized for this, and his Twitter immediately blew up with hate comments. Initially, this seems unjust. It's a free game. It's not like they're being bamboozled by this guy, so why did the gods of game controversy choose this? Well, I believe it has to deal with the nature of the game. Again, it took 2 to 3 days to develop this, and this is an indie game. You know what those are, the games that differentiate from big developer games in that they're created with a bigger passion and are a hell of a lot more unique. Yeah, I can plainly see why people are pissed, and for once, I'm with them. Games like these practically ruin the independent gaming industry. If something like this can be created that lazily and easily, then other games like these will follow, and just like the big game industry, everything in the indie market will end up being made just for the money. But hell, what do I know? I just rate controversies. Speaking of which, it didn't help that a lot of crap happened due to Flappy Bird, including one fake murder in Chicago where fake Duka's fake brother for being his fake high score on the fake game. Tip to all humor sites, don't do that unless you make it a little more obvious. You didn't fool me, but you really fooled a few of my friends. Just imagine that actually happening. Huh? Oh no, I don't think that would be an overreaction at all. That's a perfectly legitimate reason to take a human life. What was his high score anyway, 6? Ha, called it. So with shit hitting the fan multiple times, it's no surprise the developer felt a little, stressed. And being the incredibly smart person he is, on February 8th, he took down the game. Actually, I do approve of this and feel happy that he realized his mistake. Unfortunately, this caused even more shit to hit the fan, so much so that fan died and now we need another fan to hit shit with. Anyways, Twitter blew up again with hate comments, but now these people are just acting stupid. Now that Flappy Bird is such a rare piece of software, devices with the game pre-installed are being sold online for outrageous prices. Yep, it's come to this. And you know what the worst part is? The developer is dead! Nah, I'm just kidding. There are also a bunch of rumors going around that this game was really pulled down because Nintendo was going to sue Nissan for unauthorized use of those suspicious looking warp pipes, although he claims that this is not true. Yeah, of course it isn't true. Well, have fun giving your 12.9 million to the clever bastards at Nintendo, you bastard. So overall, Flappy Bird will definitely end up as one of the biggest controversies in video game history. The good thing is this actually makes sense, but it still draws a fine line between an epic controversy and a stupid controversy, so it's not the best one ever, it's merely competent. I'll give the Hullabaloo 7 broken iPhones out of 10. The game may suck, but there's no doubt that the people love it, and taking away something that people love is never a good idea. So did you like this? Good! I'm canceling it. See you later!